Today is the 7th of April, and we're back home now because I was at my mum's and I could tell that she wanted to get ready to go away on a holiday. She didn't say it, but I just know, and I understand. And I knew I had to come back. I knew I had to come back here and tidy up the flat. I knew I had loads to do, and my body just weren't functioning still. It just didn't catch up. It never could catch up with my mind, mate. It was just like so far behind, because I think I just done it so drastically, like going from one extreme to another. And now I'm starting to think, yeah, I kind of see why that was a bit of a wrong thing to do, really, because I haven't had time. My mind and my body ain't had time to catch up with each other and agree. Like basically, my mind was in a really strong place for a long time, for all that 20 something odd days, without taking nothing, going through hell. And then when it started to get a bit easier, like physically, it started to get a bit easier and I started to get a bit better. By that time, my mind was just so broken and I was like, I can't believe that one day I was like, oh look, this is it, I've done it and all that. But that's how I felt then. That's how I was feeling on that day. I was just like, I could do anything because my mind was still strong. But after a while, it just breaks you down, mate. I just couldn't function. And being around my mum made it even worse, because it gave me someone to complain to. It made my symptoms more... I noticed them more, because I could see that she didn't have any symptoms and she was fine. But I was really ill, so there's a comparison there. It kind of made it harder, in a way, in some ways. And because her job has been to keep me safe for her whole life, she still does that in a way where she don't really mean to, but she still wants to keep me safe. Like, she'd give me the green light to go and take the pill, do you know what I mean? Like, because she didn't want to see me suffer anymore, which I understand, because she loves me. So I'm not saying it in a bad way, but it just made the situation more difficult. And I knew I was going to have to come home, and I was thinking, am I going to go through all of this again for days and days and then end up taking it anyway, because I need to function and I need to be able to carry Loki up the stairs? This is a thing with me, mate, is if I could just lay in bed for a couple of weeks and get over it, I could do it quite easily, to be fair, because I've got no responsibility then. It ain't easy. I know I say things at the time, yeah, but it ain't easy at all. It wouldn't be easy, but I'd be able to do it because I'd have the time, I wouldn't have the responsibility, and I wouldn't be thinking about the future. Because as soon as you start thinking about the future with this, you start thinking, oh yeah, but compared to the past, I had drugs and I had this and I felt this way and blah, blah, blah. You start comparing. Your mind naturally does that. So yesterday I took 1 meal. So I've taken one every other day now for the last, it's got to be 6 days, because I've taken it 3 times. So it's got to be over 6 days I've had it 3 times, yeah. In the last 6 days I've had it 3 times. And today I'm having a difficult one, because I'm starting to sit there and think, am I ready to give up that buzz? Because I had a buzz all day, every day. I had a nice little feeling every day, a buzz. Like, I'm an addict. And I had a buzz every day. Like, and I've just give that up, just like that, bang. With no time for my mind and my body to kind of agree. It's just been in disagreement this whole time, man. It's been so uncomfortable. And I just yesterday, when I started getting them, the withdrawals started coming back, I started to think of what I've just been through. All that 20 days of what I've just endured. And I started to think, am I ready to do that again right now? And I don't think I am. There's only so much someone can take, and there's only you can't see it as a sign of weakness. It's a sign that, right, because I know that I proved to my point, that I proved to myself that I can go past the point of breaking. I did that. I don't know why I'm proving that to myself, but I did. That's what I did. And then I gave in after that because I'm trying to be a bit more kind to myself and a bit more gentle on myself. Like, why do I have to go through loads of pain and suffering for it to be over? You know? Why do I have to put myself through pain and suffering? Why can't I just do it gradually and take a bit more time and it just be a bit easier on me? You know? I can function and as well, I've been like not functioning properly for weeks now, and he ain't been getting none of my attention, like Loki ain't. I ain't been playing with him, I ain't been going on walks with him, I ain't been doing all the things that I normally do with him, and every day counts with him at the minute. Like, every day matters, bruv. Like, every day, like, because every day to him is like a week of his life gone. And he ain't got that long left, mate. So it all matters, and I don't want to have any regrets. So I'm weighing everything up, and that's what I think you've got to do, and that's what I'm sitting here doing at the minute. Do I take it? Do I just stay on one meal for a little bit until I'm ready to just go, right, I'm ready to go again, and then do it all again? Do I want to ever go through that again? Not really. That's the thing. I don't ever want to go through that again. If I do it now, it's going to be easier. Because if I do it now, I don't think I'm going to have the stages. I think it's just going to be the last little bits and then it's done. Rather than it starting up with, because you go through stages with it. First of all, you start getting the flu-like symptoms. You start getting other things, and I start getting the restless legs. And then that peaks, and then I go through all different stages of that. I just don't know if I'm ready to go through that now, mate, after already going through it. Even though it's not going to be as bad. Rah, mate. That was hell, bruv. That was hell. I don't know how I did it, mate. I really don't know how I got to where I got to. And to give all that up, mate, is just a lot. I'm waiting. It's a bitch, mate. Addiction. I hate it. And that's the thing, yeah. If I'm sitting here thinking about having a buzz, which I am, to be honest with you, today, because I got a little buzz out of it yesterday, and today I'm missing that again now. And I'm starting to think, was I ready to give that buzz up? Like, just that quickly? It all started because I wanted to quit smoking weed. Mate, I do some mental things sometimes, but it's because that's how powerful I am. I know I'm powerful, mate. And when I'm ready to do something, I'm ready to do it, mate. But that's a lot of ego as well in there. There's a lot of control in there. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be careful that you're not just disguising your ego with something else, like with spiritual movement or spiritual awakening, or do you know what I mean? Because you can be masking it, pretending it's just a spiritual awakening, when really you're doing the same behaviours still. Something to think about. But I know it weren't that this time. It was because I was so connected with my higher self for all the meditation and that I was just, that side of me was the most dominant. But after all this time and not meditating as much, because I feel like I've had to feel things rather than meditating in my way, I'm just in an awkward position, in an awkward moment, awkward crossroads. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But if I do decide to take one, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because I would have come from 18 mil to 1 mil. But I don't want to go through that again. I don't know yet. We've got to see what happens. But it's not easy, mate. Just sitting here, like, going over it in my mind. Should I, shan't I, should I, should I? Oh, and then I stop for a bit, and then I get on with something, and then the symptoms come back, the withdrawals kick in, and it reminds me, oh, Eric's coming. I don't know if I'm prepared for that all again. Don't know if I need more of a break from it. But the more break I have from it, the worse it's going to be again. Oh.